In this how-to video, I'm going to show you how to make a recording box for, I'm guessing, about less than $10. I'm going to do some decorative stuff, so I might actually hit $10, but functionally you should be able to do this for about $5. This is a very heavy-duty container for industrial adhesive. I cleaned it out, and I've actually been using it to hold scrap aluminum for a while, but it's more valuable to me as a usable piece of equipment than a bucket. The things you're going to need for this that I recommend: a cutting tool, preferably an angle grinder with a narrow cutting blade, a blowtorch, a good spray adhesive, and that's about it. Keep in mind that I did not pay for this. I know, it's hard to believe, right? But now I got this off of next to a dumpster at a construction site. You want it to be something really, really tough. This is actually a quarter-inch industrial plastic. If you really don't want to take the time to find the really good object, you're kind of in a rush, a standard 5-gallon bucket will do the job, but it's not ideal. This is actually the perfect shape, because you can see it's got these nice curved edges that are going to basically kind of contain the sound. I'm going to put insulation in this, but for the moment I got to take this lid off. So now that I've got this thing opened up and I've got it cleaned out, it doesn't necessarily smell like burnt plastic anymore. I'm not worried about fumes. It's time to kind of take into account what kind of microphone you want. I don't want to show the brand. This is a upper end microphone, but you can go cheap. The ones I like to use, if it's just for my own stuff, is the old Rockstar band video game. You can get those at Goodwill for between $2 and $5. Nobody cares, but this is a nice one. I've got a nice brand new one, but the problem is that it's not a suspended. It's actually got a mount on here. So maybe I want to use that. But I've got it all cleaned out, and I'm not worried too bad about fumes or whatever. One of the inherent problems with cutting plastic is you got these nasty ridges here. I could take a buffer. I could take all that stuff. I don't have that big problem. Or it's nice, it's open, it's clean. I've got these really nasty sharp edges, which is always going to happen when you cut thick plastic. I could take the belt sander. I could take about an hour, hour and a half to really make this nice and even. Or I can go the redneck route. Get her done. Now, as soon as that plastic is no longer molten, I'll move on to the next step. And the next step is to put heat in order to elevate the whole process. This will prevent any surrounding vibrations from messing with your recording. Also, poke a hole in the top. It doesn't have to be a super precise process, but it does need to be with no sharp edges, because that's going to come to haunt you. So this is the part that I highly recommend you have protective gloves for. The glue is just a basic spray adhesive, and this is fiberglass insulation. If you do not use gloves for this, you will spend the next 4 days of your life scratching and itching and scratching. It's awful. Wear gloves. Now I'm constantly saying this: when you glue something to something, especially in this something this big, don't spray what you're putting in there. Spray the inside of the vessel. The reason for that is that it gives you a better chance of a second chance. So spray one side. I'm outdoors, so I'm pretty good fume-wise. Kind of roll it on. This is, believe it or not, this is actually functionally done. Probably wondering why I don't have like a honeycomb official soundboard foam in here. Horrible truth is, it's unnecessary. So, just to show you how unnecessary it actually is, I'm gonna take you for a little walk out here. We've got a tiny bit of wind, not a lot. We're fairly far from the road. We got birds a little bit, but not a lot of ambient noise. But you probably do hear things. So I take you over here to the sound booth. This is, oh, sorry. So this is exactly what the sound will be affected by. This is where your face would be. This is how you're going to be talking. Notice that the ambient noise around you is almost completely gone. And my own voice, because I'm projecting directly into an enclosed space that's designed to even out the sound waves, it improves it.
Going with plastic, always go with acrylic paint, always. If it says latex or anything else, it's going to peel. This actually says, we'll also bond the plastic.